I supported Amendment 64.
I did support Amendment 64. I voted yes on it.
To me, it's not a big deal. It's just a plant, so.
Last Tuesday was a historic step forward for common sense drug policy in our country and probably around the world.
It's a groundbreaking moment. I think in 10 years we're going to look back and we're going to see this as a turning point in drug reform policy in this country. So we're very excited to be a part of it.
Our police currently arrest over 10,000 people for marijuana possession every year in Colorado. Voters resoundingly said that is a waste of time.
Everyone's going to smoke it anyways. I mean, so why not legalize it and tax the shit out of it?
Currently, there's a large market for marijuana that is controlled by cartels and underground operators in our state. That will now be captured by our state government. We're looking at bringing in about $60 million in new tax revenue and law enforcement savings every year.
The first $40 million in tax revenue generated here in Colorado from the sale of social use cannabis and hemp goes directly to school improvements and construction. That's a huge thing.
Adults 21 and over can possess up to an ounce of marijuana privately and also cultivate 6 marijuana plants privately, right? From there, it's not really until 2014 that these new stores open up. So we have about 13 months during which we task the legislature and the Department of Revenue and potentially local governments really establishing regulations around these new stores.
We're going to stay medical just because that federal interference, the potential for it still exists.
Where they may try to intercede would be in the regulatory model, in the storefront model, and in doing so, it would just be sad. I mean, what they'd be doing is siding with cartels and saying, these are the people, these dangerous criminals, they should be controlling the marijuana trade, not the state of Colorado.
If we look back in history, we did the same thing for alcohol. We're going through the same processes that we did once upon a time.
My guess is because it wasn't just crazy Colorado passing an initiative that Washington came on board too, that they're going to have to really have an honest discussion about how they're going to approach this.
We Coloradans have said, we don't want to use our resources in jail beds going after adults possessing marijuana. That is wasteful. Whether the federal government will attempt to, overstep the 10th Amendment and prevent Colorado and ultimately Washington state as well from moving forward with these laws, we'll see.